There's a conversation happening in millions of houses right now, and it's happening in complete silence. It goes like this: no more driving at night. Then, no more highways. Then, no left turns against traffic. No rain. The world pulls in a few miles at a time, and everybody in the family politely pretends not to notice. We need to talk about the car keys, and I promise this is not the conversation you're bracing for. Because here's what I know about those keys. In this country, they were never just metal. They're a citizenship card. And the fear, the real one, under all of it, is that handing them over turns you from a person who goes into a person who waits. For rides, for favors, for someone to find the time. That fear deserves respect. So let's do this properly. As a decision you make with information, not a verdict somebody hands you. 5 steps. Step 1. Replace the feeling with facts. Most people are running on dread and guesswork. Instead, an occupational therapist can ride with you. It's called a driving assessment. Couple of hours. Nothing goes to the DMV. You're the client, not the suspect. You come out with specifics: reaction time fine, night vision not, left shoulder check has quietly gone missing. And 2 cheap pieces of data while you're at it. Have your doctor review your medications. Several common ones: slow reactions, and combinations are sneaky. And ask the eye doctor about night glare. Because sometimes "I can't drive anymore" turns out to mean cataracts, which are fixable, which means the whole crisis was actually just an appointment. Step 2. Read your own gauges honestly. Age isn't a gauge. Events are. Scrapes on the bumper you can't explain. A near miss that replays at bedtime. Getting honked at monthly when it used to be never. And the quietest gauge of all, the grandchildren stop riding with you. Nobody announces that one. Children just get scheduled out of your car. It's always the first tell. One event is a Tuesday. A pattern is information. Step 3, and almost nobody does this one, run the numbers. That car costs thousands a year just existing. Insurance, registration, upkeep, gas. Now price the alternative like a budget instead of a defeat. That same money buys a small mountain of taxi and rideshare trips, often more trips than you were actually taking. Plus the things nobody notices got built: senior vans, volunteer drivers through the churches, grocery delivery like everyone else gets. Sometimes the math says, keep the car and skip the nights, but run it. Because "I can't afford not to drive" is usually the one fear on the list that's just plain false. Step 4. If your answer is not yet, then restrict like a professional. When a pilot stops flying midnight cargo, nobody says he gave up flying. Daylight only. Familiar routes, no interstates, no storms. Write your own rules down, tell one person, and set your own tripwires in advance. 2 scrapes I can't explain, or my daughter says she's worried. I rerun the whole review. A decision with review dates is a decision you're still in charge of. Step 5. If the answer is it's time, then time it like every other thing you've timed well in your life. Here's the difference between the people this goes badly for and the people it doesn't. The first group waits for the event. The crash, the revoked license, the family intervention with the folded arms. The keys leave on someone else's terms. The second group treats it like retiring from a career, a chosen date. The ride app's loaded and practiced while you still drive. Take 3 test rides, they're free of stakes. The van number on the fridge, and the car itself signed over to a grandkid who needs it, or sold, with the money earmarked for something you can see. the trip, the porch, a retirement with a gold watch, not a confiscation. And here's the truth I want you to keep. The key was never the freedom was the going. And the going is a logistics problem, which happens to be the kind of problem you've solved your whole life. The woman who got 3 kids to 3 schools with 1 car for 15 years. She's not defeated by Tuesday's groceries. She's just planning the next route. She always does.